I'm Marcus Hale, I'm 27, and the people who raised me spent an entire evening persuading a circle of power brokers that I was a feckless nobody, right up until my face appeared on national TV as the founder of a billion-dollar company. The private dining room at Langford and Sons smelled like oak smoke and victory. Dark paneling, leather chairs that sighed, servers who glided like rumors. My father, Edward, thrives in rooms like this. I do not. I wore black jeans, a plain turtleneck, boots I could run in. To him, that meant I'd lost the thread of professionalism. He's between things, my father told the table, the phrase delivered with a gentle grimace meant to reassure investors. He's dabbling in warehouse work. A dismissive flutter of the hand, as if shooing a gnat, or me. Lila, my sister, added the sugar-coated blade. Character building, she murmured to the woman beside her. Just loud enough, I smiled the polite smile of the family disappointment and drank water. At 7:58, I checked my watch. Any moment. A waiter lifted the remote. The wall-mounted screen blinked to a business channel my father liked to leave on as a status accessory. Market chatter rolled by. Then the anchor's voice hit a brighter register. Our innovator spotlight tonight, an unseen architect of modern logistics. My father grunted. Unimpressed, Lila scrolled her phone. A drone shot of a vast, gleaming fulfillment hub filled the screen. My heart kicked. My floor plans. My code. My world. Tonight, the anchor said, we meet the tech world's newest unicorn CEO. I knew what was coming, and I let silence do the work. But if you want to understand the quiet that swallowed that room, you need to hear the noise that came first. 5 years earlier, in a dean's office that smelled like old paper and new money, I informed Columbia Business School I was withdrawing. I called my father before the ink dried. You're doing what? The calm that means danger. I'm starting a company, I said. Software for supply chain operations, real-time optimization warehouses. Trucks and boxes? He all but spat. We did not raise a dockhand, Marcus. We raised a financier. It's data, I said. It's systems thinking. It's beneath us. That evening became an ambush at home, mother's damp eyes, father's verdict, Lila's immaculate smirk. You do this, my father said. You're on your own. Consider every dollar we spent alone, with interest. Something in me hardened. The hum that had chased their approval clicked off. I packed a laptop, a couple changes of clothes, a stubborn heat in my chest, and left. I promised I'd repay him. He laughed. I let the door close on the sound. My office for the first year was a rotation of fluorescent warehouses across New Jersey and Pennsylvania. No desk, just concrete floors, cold coffee, and the hiss of pneumatics. I drove forklifts, counted cartons until the numbers blurred. I wasn't pretending to be blue-collar. I was getting fluent in the only language that mattered. Throughput, 1. Tuesday outside Bethlehem. A 250,000 square foot facility fell out of rhythm. Mislabels sent pickers crisscrossing the grid like lost birds. The shift boss, a gravel-voiced veteran named Cal, was ready to detonate. While everyone shouted, I watched. The problem wasn't the pallet, it was the software. Batch updates, bad pathing, no feedback loop. At lunch, I sketched a different flow on a greasy deli wrapper. Live scans, dynamic zones, routes that braided instead of collided. Give me section C for one shift, I told Cal the next morning, showing him a scrappy simulation I wrote overnight. If I'm wrong, I'll scrub your dock drains for a month. He grunted. Permission to? Pickers followed my algorithm. By end of shift, they cleared 30% more orders. Cal didn't understand my code. He understood the line on the dashboard. He started slipping me numbers. The unvarnished pain points that never reached corner offices. At home, the calls from my family became a chorus of comparison. Lila's promotions, cousin's immaculate LinkedIns. Still stacking boxes? My uncle would purr. I taped their words above my monitor like mile markers. When doubt clawed at midnight, I coded through it. 2 years in, angels wrote small checks. Not much, but enough to hire 2 believers. Priya Nayar, a terrifyingly precise engineer who called inefficiency a personal insult, and Ben Ortiz, a data scientist who could coax signal from static. We rented 1,200 square feet in Long Island City if you measured miracles by square footage. We named the company Relay Dynamics. The logo was a simple arrow turning on itself, completing a loop. Thanksgiving that year, I brought news, 2 paying clients, 15% efficiency gains. My father lifted a glass to Lila's promotion instead. The table roared. I learned the physics of invisibility. So I stopped explaining. I built. 3 years later, when mother called, it would mean so much if you came to your father's client dinner, I almost declined. Then I thought of the interview I'd already filmed for Global Business Network, the valuation we'd just closed, the West Coast rollout ticking toward launch. Sure, I said. I'll be there. At Langford's, the anchor finished and my face filled the screen. My office, my voice, relay dynamics on the Chiron. Fresh funding puts the company at 1.3 billion, she said. The room held its breath. Silverware stilled. Lila's hand shook. My father stared as Nevada flashed by. My company, I said when a client whispered. Is that you? No flourish? Just fact. Phones lit the table. Someone mouthed Sequoia. A counsel I'd met once studied me as if an outline had gained weight. Father reached for authority and found none. It's fine, I told him. Let's eat. My phone buzzed. Priya, West Coast cutover green. 0 errors. Ben. Throughput up 11%, hour 1. I smiled. That was the real win. After dinner, a CEO asked for a private pitch tonight. I sent our intake link. We have a process. We celebrated at a noisy LIC pub. My team roared when I bought the second round. Later, Mother texted. We're proud. Father called to ask how the system worked. I told him. He listened. Vindication fades, work endures. Enough.